KFIZ News Time, 8:11. Good morning to you, and welcome to this week's edition of Landscape Smart, brought to you by Rademann Stone and Landscape Company. Joining us this morning, as every week, it is the one and only Ron Rademann. Good morning, kind sir.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Well, it's always good to be seen.
It is, isn't it? Thinking about
or
it.
Or heard or listened to, I don't know.
Or all of the above, yeah.
Right, a little of everything.
And also joining us, Master Gardener Delores. Good to see you again, Delores.
Thank you. Good morning.
And you are on that end of the phones, and this is your opportunity to call in your questions, 923-1450, 1-888-900-1450. And just a quick reminder, we can only take one call at a time, so if we're talking to somebody with this system, I don't have the opportunity to put somebody on hold while we're talking to somebody else. So if we don't answer, it's not because we don't like you. It's because we can't until the other call clears. So, opening question, Rademann's available today.
Yeah, Rademann's is open today, so you can stop out and visit the gang out there. We're just 3 miles south of Fond du Lac, and then once you get to County Trunk B, take either a
left or a right.
A left or a right, I guess, depending if you're coming from the north or the south. I guess turn to the east.
That's a better way to put it.
And that way you'll at least end up on the correct side of the highway. And then once you turn to the east, we're just right there at the crest of the hill. So you can't miss us at that point in time because there's nothing else there. So,
you go too far and you're getting ice cream, you went too far.
Yep. If you're turning around in the ice cream parking lot, then you went too far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But while you're there, if they're open, you might as well stop and have one.
I don't know if they're open quite this early.
No, a little early yet maybe,
yeah,
huh? I don't remember what time they open. I'm never there at this hour of the day.
I think it's 11.
Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah, they might be open even earlier than that because, boy, it seems awful busy down that direction. So
It was last night.
So you were there.
Absolutely.
Aha.
Yeah.
All right. And I should also mention, if you are bashful and don't want to talk on the air via phone, you can email your questions to kfizstudio@gmail.com. And if perhaps somebody wants to re-listen to the program, Ron?
Yeah, you can join up on YouTube and watch us or listen to us, depending on what you're all in the middle of that at that particular time. So yeah, if you just go to YouTube and then search Landscape Smart 25, you can pick up on any of the previous episodes of Landscape Smart this year. And if you want to listen to Landscape Smart 24, you could search for 24 and you could listen and see how the weather is so much different this year than last year. So
True.
A lot of the advice would be the same, but a lot of things wouldn't.
All righty. Well, let's take a caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I'm not sure if this is really landscape, but anyway, do you have any solutions for wasp problems?
Wasp problems?
Like yellow jackets?
They're actually the wasp, but they actually got into the house someplace up in the attic. So it's not a nest that we could just take care of.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. I think something like that I would maybe call an exterminator. Mm-hmm. And, especially if they're up in the attic, boy, you're going to have a hard time figuring that out.
Right. They go back to their nest in the dark. And if you go up there with a flashlight, well, they might come out of the nest. So it's kind of scary because once they're in the nest at night, you can put a plastic bag around them and take it down or put a paper bag and then a plastic and dispose of it.
Yeah, you can.
What if you can't get access to that nest?
Do you know where they come in?
Yeah, they come in the corner of the house up by the soffit.
There are solutions for catching them using a jug with some apple cider vinegar and some fruit and a little bit of dish soap and then some water. And you make holes just big enough for them to come in, but they can't seem to get out again. And that's what I do in my apple trees. And when they first show up, they fill up fast. And they drown because of the soap.
Sure. Okay.
And there are recipes for that with exact amounts. On Google, if you just put wasp trap, and you can buy wasp traps also.
Okay, I'll try that.
Could she
Thank you
put
very
something
much.
like that in her attic? And would that be effective?
Well, she said she can't get there.
But I mean, somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if they fly around, if they smell food, they're going to
Right.
Yeah.
look for it. I don't know. Just a thought.
Right.
When I had the problem in my attic, I called an exterminator. It solved the problem, but just
Yes,
to give you
I-
some
I-
idea.
Yeah.
I don't like to
Okay.
deal with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're going to have to try this exterminator. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
In my opinion, in a one-on-one with a wasp, they always win.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
because you're
It
bigger
seems as
doesn't
small as
count.
they are.
Yeah, size doesn't
Yeah.
make any difference with a wasp. Well, good luck with your problem. I feel for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good day.
You do the same. 923-1450. Lines are now open. KFIZstudio@gmail.com. Also available for you. And we got another caller, so let's go right back to the phones. Nope, that was still her. My bad. Okay. We don't have another call. You can call if you'd like, though.
In case there was a second caller.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Oh, all right.
It blinks longer than you push the off button, but it doesn't like
not
to.
Doesn't want to quite hang up on you that
Okay.
quick.
But this time somebody did call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. We have a locust tree, and it is already turning brown. Does that sound like it's got a disease?
Well, it doesn't sound like it has a disease, but it doesn't sound good either. Are you saying the leaves are crinkling up, getting crispy brown?
Yes, and they're falling.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
that's usually the last tree to turn in the fall.
Yeah, that's not good because it shouldn't be turning at all yet right now. You might start to see a few yellow leaves appearing in the next couple weeks, but if it's turning brown and drying out, then it's not good. Is it throughout the entire tree or just a branch or two or?
Oh, it's quite a bit of the tree.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at it right now. Yes, there's quite a bit of the tree.
Boy, that's hard to say what would cause that. How old of a tree is it?
It's old. It would be like 40 years old.
Wow. Usually by the time they get to that age, you don't have too much to worry about. Because 40 years old isn't old for a locust.
Okay.
So there must be some damage, something going on around the root system or around the base of the trunk.
Yeah.
You can
How
take
do we-
you can take a picture of it and go to the UW Extension website, horticulture, and click on diagnostic. I'm not sure just exactly, which button to push, but you can send a picture to Madison, and their diagnostic lab can look at it for you.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, or you can,
I was even thinking
if you're quick
pardon?
enough, you can do it today and send it to KFIZ here too, and then we can
Right.
look at it.
I will do that.
Sure.
Good.
What is that site?
KFIZstudio@gmail.com.
Okay.
KFIZstudio@gmail.com.
Okay. I will do that.
I will watch for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All righty. Good luck. And let's take our first break.
All right, let's take a break. Rademann's is open today, open Monday through Friday till 4:30, Saturdays until noon. And if you want to stop out and visit us, that would be phenomenal. We're just 3 miles south of Fond du Lac, and then once you get there, then you'll exit off at County B to the east and go down about a quarter mile. We're right there at the crest of the hill.
KFIZ News Time 8:23. We are back. Lines are open 923-1450, 1-888-900-1450, KFIZstudio@gmail.com. This is Landscape Smart, and I got to try to make this picture bigger. And let's see if I can do that here. Save. No, not there. Open.
Try opening it once.
That's what I'm trying to do. Why don't you guys talk while I try to figure out how to be a computer expert, which I am not. I can't even spell IT. And you got me doing this.
Yeah, she sent a picture through, but it's a little far away right now. If you can take another picture and send it a little more closer up so we can see the actual leaves a little bit better. But yeah, it does look like it's turning brown, and I don't know why it would be doing that. It looks like generally a pretty healthy tree, and yeah, it's a 40-year-old tree. So yeah, I mean, typically what'll happen is at this time of year, sometimes you do get some trees that are starting to color up in the fall. So, and that can be a sign of stress in some way. So, but they would, like in a honey locust case, it would be turning yellow. It wouldn't be turning brown. Mm-hmm. And sometimes with maples, you'll see them turning color too. So we can move on and.
Yeah, it's just not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she can take another picture and send it through a little bit more closer up. She was pretty quick with that one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll watch for it.
Yeah.
Watch for the close-up. So, lawns.
Yeah, well, it's time to, now we're going to get some rain here this coming week. So, boy, if you can get out there and get your seeding in, it would be ideal, especially, and it's going to be cooler. The 10-day outlook is a lot of 70-degree temperatures, very little 80s and no 90s at all. So we're almost into September weather here, not your typical August weather. So it would be a good time to do some seeding if you can. Yeah, there we go. Now we can kind of see a little bit better.
As he slides over. If you're going to watch the podcast, you'll see him honing in on the computer screen.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good, but I will say it looks like there's just some dead branches within the tree. I don't know that the tree is going to die. It's definitely under some type of stress though. But yeah, I couldn't really see what it would be actually. What it is there's a lot of green leaves on the tree yet, but then there is some brown showing up. And typically you wouldn't see brown leaves, dry brown leaves, at this time. I could see yellow, some of the fall colors starting to come on. But maybe it's just some of the branches are coloring, are damaged or broken or twisted. Sometimes we get a storm that even damages the branches. But yeah, it's an older tree, so it shouldn't really be suffering from anything like that. I'm surprised. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we saw the picture.
Yeah, no great insight though there. I'm sorry. But I would say, I don't know that fertilizing it would help. You could, we're going to get some cooler temperatures and some rain, which will help it. But other than that, I don't think anything else can be done. I would just hope for the best.
See what next year brings.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, you're saying good time to do your spot seeding now, huh?
Yeah, it would be an ideal time, especially with the forecast for what they're calling here for over the next 10 days, the 2-week outlook. It'd be a great time to, do your lawn, because you're not, we're going to get the warm temperatures, but not hot, and timely rains the way it sounds too. Mm-hmm. So ideal time.
Several days in the 70s this week without rain after Tuesday. So hopefully people have an opportunity to
get it seeded.
to do what they need to do, myself included.
When it comes to grass seed, how many days does it usually take to germinate?
Well, it takes bluegrass 3 weeks. It takes
Okay.
like annual rye is up in about 5 or 6 days. So that's more of a cover crop.
Right.
And if your annual rye is up, well, if you would be seeding today or this weekend, it's up already. You'd be noticing it already next weekend already.
Wonderful. Yeah.
But keep in mind that's going to freeze out as soon as we get a frost.
Sure, but won't it keep the moisture and kind of shelter, shade the bluegrass?
Right, it protects the bluegrass as it's starting to grow and germinate. So that's the idea behind it.
Right. Some people just don't understand that grasses don't all germinate at the same time,
Yeah, and
and you have to keep working at it.
And
Keep them
there's-
watered and
there's just a small percentage of annual rye in most blends, just enough to kind of
Make it look
solidify
good.
the soil. Yeah, well, it keeps things from washing out,
right.
and that's the idea behind the annual rye is that way if you do get a thunderstorm, it won't wash it out, and you can start watering it. Well, you're gonna have to water it, and then if we do get the rains, that's better yet. But
All good stuff. All righty, let's see. We've got if I can read this one. Got an email in here, and it says from Ronnie. Could it be what we call tent caterpillars or tree worms? We have a bunch up on the ledge this year. Probably going back to the tree issue.
well,
Yeah, it's headed locust brown leaves.
Oh, well, that could be too. If there was an insect in there, that would be
Damage.
damaging it. Yeah. There's, now, it wouldn't be tent caterpillars. There's another one called fall webworm,
Right.
and fall webworm could be creating that problem too. I don't know that you'd be able to spray an insecticide up that high.
That's a pretty big tree based
Yeah.
on the picture.
Yeah, it's about a 40 or 50 foot tall tree.
Got to have a heck of a fire hose for that one.
Yeah.
I don't think they make connectors for fire hoses for spraying
No,
trees.
you need the hook and ladder.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, maybe with that being said, maybe it's enough of a tree that it'll fight its way through that too.
It looks strong otherwise.
Yeah, it looks
Looking
real
at the
healthy.
picture.
Oh, it's a beautiful tree.
Yeah. 923-1450. Lines are open for your questions. Could be lawn, bushes, plants, gardening, landscaping, patios, all of the above. Lines are
Patios.
available.
Yes.
Well, the community garden is coming to a close, and people are picking lots of vegetables. And what you should remember is if you have lots of vegetables and don't know what to do with them, we do have a food pantry that could use them. And so you should think about that. And we have, Master Gardeners has 2 school gardens that the families are picking vegetables, and they're having a couple of family days where the kids can all taste them, try them out.
That's got to be fun for the kids.
Yes.
Eating the results of their project.
Last year, Parkside School had 300 people come and check out the food on their food night. I thought that was, isn't that something? Yeah. And Master Gardeners has had a Junior Master Gardener program for 20 years, and they had so many kids that wanted to sign up for it this year that they couldn't take them all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's encouraging.
It is. Their
That's
families want to
encouraging.
teach them food, proper nutrition, and through the extension, it's called the Food Wise program for kids.
Nice. Checking the internet, Carrie has a problem.
Uh-oh.
So let's talk about Carrie's problem. She states, I have a ground-dwelling bee or wasp nest in the soil under my oregano plant. Any suggestions on how to get rid of it? I just happen to know because when I was watering it, I was disturbing them, and 4 bites later, ...
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yes, I hate to kill the bees, but sometimes a little hot water in the hole might damage your oregano, though, too.
Yeah, that's about all you can really do. You start, there are ground insecticides that you could use.
But you're talking about in your herb garden and by your vegetables, it's really not recommended to use pesticides.
Right. So you might have to just, like you said, if you just use hot water.
Hot water, and, you might discourage some of them to move.
Or encourage them to move.
Encourage them to
Yeah.
move. Sorry, yes.
Discourage them from life if the hot water...
Discourage them from staying where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Could you put some soap in there, insecticidal soap?
I suppose if you wanted to kill them, the organic insecticidal soap that I buy, and I've bought several different brands, they're only potassium, so it doesn't hurt your plant because that's fertilizer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, some ideas, Carrie. Hope that works for you. Morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning.
What?
I'm calling about hostas. So I got quite a few hostas in our rock garden. It's like a rock trim around our home. And they're turning yellow and looks like some holes in them. And it looks like insects getting into them. What would be the best way to treat them, and what's causing them to turn yellow?
Well,
I'm watering them a lot and everything.
Well, first of all, the holes are probably from slugs that are living. Slugs just love rocks and hostas. And I use diatomaceous earth around my hostas, but also rocks make your hostas hot. And it's been very hot, so you're cooking them.
Okay.
And where are they located?
That's what I
Are
was
they a
gonna
west
say.
west location or a south location? Most hostas cannot take a lot of sun.
Yeah, well, they're on the north side of the home, so the sun is kind of getting away from them now. But obviously, one area is seeing it pretty much all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a guy do this work for us and put it in, and he said, "Yeah, this would be a good thing for hostas." Well, I was a little concerned, and I was kind of upset with him, and I asked him to come back and check them because we paid him to put them in and da-da-da. And just a little disappointed. They're not growing well. The flowers are not coming out like they usually should. And so it's
You just
not
did
the right
this.
plant for rock.
Yeah.
You just did this year now.
Last year.
Last year. Well, then they should be doing better.
Yeah, they should be pretty well established.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he came back and placed a couple of them. So the heat is the problem, besides the slugs.
The heat
Yeah,
can
but
be a
the-
problem.
But the north side, you shouldn't be getting, you're getting some late afternoon sun, but that's pretty much about it, or maybe early morning and
Yep.
late afternoon, but not through the middle of the heat of the day.
Right.
So you're actually in an ideal location for them.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Now you
Yeah.
got stone around them, or you got bark mulch around them?
Stone.
Yeah.
Well, is it also very close to the house?
They are, yes, some are and some are not.
Some houses have a lot of stone drainage along the house and only a small amount of topsoil, and then you put some more stone, so maybe you don't even have enough soil there.
It almost
they're-
sounds like they could
I
be
know that.
burning out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, try not the right application, not right plant for the right location there with the
But yeah, and I would say it might be more of a watering issue too. If they're underneath an overhang,
Right.
you're not getting enough moisture. I don't think it's too wet. So maybe you just want to,
Water 'em every day. I mean, I sprinkle the lawn and the plants at the same time.
No, well, you
know.
don't sprinkle when it comes to a plant like that. You really have to soak them.
yeah, you might
Okay.
have to give them a little bit more.
A lawn only has short roots where that hosta's going to go down a foot or so, and you want to really, especially next to the house, you want to really soak them
You get the
slowly.
heat, right? You get the heat buildup off the house. So they might just need a little more water. Even if you're watering them once a week, that might be just enough to put them over the edge.
Especially this week because my soil is cracked, and we had 2 inches this week, and
Yeah.
and it's all cracked. And I tried to work where I don't have mulch yesterday, and it was way too dry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll give that a try.
Alrighty. Thanks for the call.
And
We-
the slug- yeah, one
Yeah.
quick. The silk slug. So
Sure.
what should I use to treat that? Like a spray of some sort?
I didn't
the
understand that.
slugs. What his
Oh,
slug problem?
It's
Well,
probably
there's-
kind of too late for this year.
Well, but if
Okay.
there's slugs in there, there's a product called Sluggo, and there's diatomaceous earth, which I sprinkle around all my hostas in the spring,
Okay.
and I still found 2 of them that were full of holes.
Yeah, you'll never get 100%,
Nope.
but yeah, diatomaceous earth in the spring would be the best product for that.
Okay.
And if it has rained a lot, I like to reapply it.
Okay.
But yeah, at this time of year, you're not going to get real good results with diatomaceous earth. The damage will have already been there.
Right, the damage is there, but you want to kill the slugs for next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sounds good. Thank
Good,
you.
good luck. Thanks for the call. 923-1450, 1-888-900-1450. Lines are open, and we'll take our second break. And we are back. Landscape Smart, brought to you by Rademann Stone and Landscape Company. Lines are open for you. If you got any questions, now is the time to call, because if you call 10 minutes from now, the show's almost over. We may not get to answer your questions. 923-1450, 1-888-900-1450, KFIZ studio at gmail.com. Diatomaceous earth.
Well, I was going to say diatomaceous earth doesn't, it's not like if you use it now, it still wouldn't work next year. You just have maybe a point of diminishing return on it. And, you could still put diatomaceous earth down at this point in time, at this time of year. But I would probably then just put more down again next year in spring. So,
I use diatomaceous earth around my apple trees. I spread it at the same time. They tell you to spray your apple trees, and I put it around about 2 feet from the drip line, and I have strong west wind, so I put it about 10 feet to the west, and I do it 5 times a year, so around the holidays works. Just after Easter when everything is starting to grow, and then right around Memorial Day, right around 4th of July, Labor Day, and then when the nights get down to 50 degrees and those insects go into the ground to winter, you want to get them.
Aha.
so you keep it coming about every 6 weeks. So.
Right, exactly, just about every 6 weeks.
Wow.
So, if spring is early, you want to get it early, and so 6 or 7 weeks later, you do it again. If it's a really long season, you might have to do it that way and hope you'll get those insects. Last 2 years, I had lots of rain in the spring, so it didn't work as well as I would have liked. But 2 years ago,
Keep trying.
I had monster apples.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Oh, good morning. I have a black lace shrub that is probably, maybe 20 years old. It has been very healthy all this while. I have beautiful pink flowers in the spring. It has been healthy, I think, up until about 2 weeks ago when I noticed there's quite a few dead branches. Is it just getting old? I have never pruned it,
Wow.
so it's quite large. Is it just getting old, or what's happening there?
Well, there was some winter damage to black lace elderberry this past winter, and black lace elderberry is kind of like a zone 5 plant, zone 5A, zone 5B maybe, and so sometimes and if there was like damage to the cambium, it may not have shown up right away. So, but it was one of the years where we saw more damage than typical on them. So I think that's probably what it is.
How old do those shrubs get?
Well, they don't really have a life expectancy. They should, they should be able to make it 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's at least 20. Should I cut that down? Should I prune that down?
I think that might be helpful. I wouldn't do it right now.
No, I won't.
Wait until next year in the spring, and then cut out some of that.
The dead.
The dead for sure.
Right.
Now, if there's dead in there right now, you could take that out.
Right.
Yeah.
But then maybe take out a little bit extra next year in the spring.
And how low do I go with pruning it?
Oh, you could go right down at the ground.
Oh, okay.
Because with those, you'll get some more new growth, some new shoots.
Yeah.
I'm almost surprised you didn't have to do more trimming on it earlier.
Right.
Because typically
I do trim, if it bothers when I mow the lawn, or I cut out things that are that bother me. But otherwise, no, I have not ever pruned it.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's been beautiful. I love the pink flowers.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yes, it is a gorgeous bush.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I will prune it then this spring. So thank you very much.
Artie,
Yeah, I like using black lace elderberry as a alternative to Japanese maple. People ask for Japanese maple, and I like to use that as a substitute.
Okay, I also planted one of those, or I had the grandkids plant one of those for me this spring. So I will just mulch it. Is that all I have to do with that this spring or this winter?
Yeah, mulch it heavily, and then and don't fertilize it anymore at this time of year.
Okay.
You want to let it go dormant as early and as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
So yeah, and the same thing like with any of your borderline hardy plants like a black lace. Don't be fertilizing those anymore.
I have never fertilized that
Yeah,
one.
that one you don't usually need to.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I stopped fertilizing pretty much everything now except like geraniums and that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, actually it's a good point to bring up, because now that we are at August 15th, you shouldn't really be fertilizing anything anymore now.
Okay, good to know. Thank you very, very much.
Artie, and we thank you for the call, and good luck with your projects. 923-1450, 1-888-900-1450. Lines are open, and we are going to take our final break.
All right, take a break. Again, you can still get a delivery at Rademann's. Give them a call right away, 920-922-7612. Or otherwise, stop on out. We'll be open until noon today, just 3 miles south of Fond du Lac. Then turn east onto County Trunk B, and we're right there down the road about a quarter mile.
And we are back, the final few moments of this week's edition of Landscape Smart, brought to you by Rademann Stone and Landscape Company. And Carrie is getting back to us. She's got a question with a conversation about diatomaceous earth. She was wondering if it would help around her raspberries to control Japanese beetles.
Well, will it help? Possibly. I don't know if it would be the cure-all.
I don't know if they winter near the raspberries, because if they go down in the ground around it, yes, then it would help.
Yeah, I would say that I don't have any experience with it, And if anybody else has tried diatomaceous earth on Japanese beetle, I would say let us know. But for the most part, I don't think it would really be the answer. I think you're going to need to use the annual tree and shrub insecticide on if you have Japanese beetle problems.
It can't hurt.
Right.
It also works as a fertilizer. I do put it around my roses, and I don't have a lot of Japanese beetles, so and raspberries are related to roses, so it can't hurt to try it. It's not an expensive item, and it doesn't hurt anything but the insects that live in that area. You don't want to spread it like over your whole lawn or something, because then you might be affecting good pollinators.
Good bugs.
Good bugs, yeah.
They're not bugs. Bugs is bunny. Bugs Bunny. They're insects.
They're bugs.
They bug us.
You had a postscript, though, on the black lace
Oh, yes.
that you were talking about.
Well, I was going to say, the black lace I had in my yard at home had actually died over the winter. So, it's a good credit to our caller there. She's doing something right if she can make it, if it survived last winter.
Well, we had so much rain last spring and summer that mine just disappeared, and I thought it drowned, but it did come back slightly this year. It might be about 2 feet tall now, but it was completely gone. And so, elderberries need drainage.
Yeah, there's, the native elderberry that just grows wild around here. I mean, there you'll, like Delores, you mentioned off the air that, they grow along the ditches and the roadsides.
Right, at the top of the ditch.
But not in the bottom of the ditch where it's wet, more along
it gets drainage.
Where it's up dry and gravelly, from where the gravel gets spread on the tops of the ditches.
I don't think I ever saw as many elderberries in bloom as I did this year. And they were blooming for over a month. It was incredible to see how many elderberries are out there.
Wow.
Great for the birds.
Yeah. 923-1450. Last call for your calls. We only got about 2.5 minutes left, 3.5 minutes.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Jerry's going to be answering the questions.
Jerry Schneider, that is.
Yeah, the other Jerry.
Yeah.
The Jerry.
Yeah. The other bookend Jerry.
He's getting ready over there. He's getting all geared up.
Yeah. He's cleaning his CDs.
Yeah. Polishing them. Yep.
Yep. Getting them all ready.
Well, I've got a little question, Ron. How long does Rademann stay open on Saturdays?
Well, we kind of just generally through into like October, not into November and December, but usually, we usually kind of look out the window and decide. And as
no snow?
If there's no snow, we're usually open yet. But yeah, we don't really have a definitive deadline date. Every year's a little bit different.
But you're open today.
But we are open today.
No snow today.
No snow today. Maybe a little rain this afternoon.
And by the way, you still carry diatomaceous earth. We had all this conversation about it before. We didn't mention where you can get it. And you guys have it because that's where I got mine. That's a couple years ago.
Yeah, we do still have it available at this time of year. We just don't sell as much of it at this time of year.
Right.
All righty, last call, 923-1450. If you got a question, you got to get it in now. Otherwise, you got to wait till next week.
Good time to do your fall transplanting.
Yes.
Perennials, good time to divide those. Good time to be moving evergreens. It's a little ideal time to be moving evergreens. You want to get those transplanted and planted before the cold weather hits. Best to get them established before while the weather is good, while the ground temperatures are warm. So if you want to do that, you have to get moving on it real quick. So,
But not trimming.
yeah, no trimming, no fertilizing,
Just moving.
just moving.
If you do move them, do you throw some fertilizer in the
Yeah, well,
hole?
that's but there you
Nutripacks
use,
or something?
right, more of a root development fertilizer because you want to build up the root system, not encourage new growth.
Right.
So no Miracle Grow, no Fertilome, water solubles. That stuff's all taboo for 2025.
All righty. Guess what that music means?
It means it's taboo for today.
Yeah, it means you're out of here in 40 seconds. But you're open.
But Rademann's is open, so you can stop on out yet for the next 3 hours or 2 hours and 59 minutes probably. So yeah, Rademann's just 3 miles south of Fond du Lac. Then head east on County B about a quarter mile. Or give us a call, 920-922-7612. And we'll still get you a delivery yet today.
All righty. Our thanks to Master Gardener Delores. Our thanks to Ron Rademann. And especially our thanks to you for your calls and your emails. We will be back again next week with another edition of Landscape Smart.